blown out by that transition at least once.
Yeah, it's true. I would, to be honest, I'm a big fan of having a very large and diverse stage list, and I would like to see some experimentation of, like, there's a couple options floating around there. I think somebody had a Hazards On list that had the new stage on there. I'd like to see a few experiments there. That said, I'm also somebody who's, like, in favor of adding Castle Siege back. So,
no,
like, adding Yoshi's story back.
Oh. Castle Siege traumatized me back in the day. All right, so game one here, winner's quarters, Schnigily versus Dexter. And it's going to be interesting to see how Schnigily is operating today. Schnigily is one of those players that definitely seems to be...
hot and cold.
Yes. When Schniglily's on, he is on.
Mm-hmm. He's beaten Dexter before.
Yeah, this would not be the first time. But, you know, Dexter, though, on the other hand, generally just consistent. And that's the scary thing, is when you've got to be on and the other guy just has to have a normal day. That can be disadvantageous, to say the least.
Oh, for sure. And trying to go ahead and land his Schnigily. He's able to basically get around Dexter's coverage right now. And now these percentages are starting to get scary. Like at 160, yeah, anything that Dexter wants can go ahead and kill. This should be something. No, he actually misses the forward tilt and then backs off. But gets the up tilt on the attempt immediately thereafter.
Yeah, Wolf does get quite a few turns once the advantage state kicks in here in this matchup. And Schnigily, you know, still though racking up a respectable amount of damage here. I mean, there's worlds where Dexter dies to the wrong move here, and on ledge especially, but coming right back up with the fair, no fear whatsoever.
I'm loving these empty short hops by Schnigily. Something that Bowser mains don't do enough of is just like hop in place, threaten to forward air, and say, I could also get a grab here.
Right, exactly. You know, hitting a button comes with an opportunity cost. You might hit, but you also might miss an opportunity to hit with something else. And sometimes just leaving that opportunity open is the way to go. Back end of the up tilt there is going to catch Dexter for that stock. So stock's at least even, but it's still looking pretty uphill here.
Ready for 30 free damage? My God, that move is silly. Like point blank range neutral B from Bowser does an unreasonable amount of damage.
It really does.
Okay, good one. Good one, Tex. I love that option. Every time Wolf hits like forward air side B, even if it doesn't kill, even if it has no chance of killing, I'm still popping off.
Dex said unreasonable. I'll show you unreasonable. Let me just hit this Wolf flash setup real quick.
Toss him up, and look at just the whirlwind Dexter's able to apply right here on the Schnigily. Bowser not a character known for landing particularly well, and Dexter just never going to let him land. But he misses the tech. All right. Schniglily's got a chance now.
Oh, Dexter going with the death of 1,000 cuts there. Forward air and up air, one after the other, and Schnigily just killing with one right into the side of the stage.
Great pivot grab right there by Schnigily. Should lead to decent damage, but Dexter able to land with that neutral air. Not even Bowser can punish that out of shield.
Yeah, and Schnigily is being so careful right now. That Nair, though, put him in a bad spot. His ledge is going to be tricky, but... oh, man.
We're at that point where high percent means slower standard get-ups. Dex able to punish that on reaction with the dash attack. Does it again just to prove that he can. Schnigily has to choose something different here. Lands on the platform. Not going to get hit with the up smash, but the second one will. Great DI by Schnigily, living to 170 from that.
Man, I was being alive at 170 right now, and the command grab to boot.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, and a big boy doing a whole lot of damage, fading back just to try to get a little extra damage there with the Flame Breath.
Now it's Bowser's turn for the forward air chain, and he gets the down air too. No, not going to kill off the top. Oh my lord, Schnigily
brought it back at 172.
When we say that the player is hot and cold, that is a perfect representation of it. Schnigily spent a lot of that match getting his teeth kicked in by Dexter's long extended strings. The second that Schnigily got the opportunity to respond, he made it count.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing about Bowser teeth. They're like sharks. They can lose them all day. They got more. They just grow them right back.
I mean, really, he's used to just getting them kicked in by Mario, for real talk.
I mean, yeah, actually. How many teeth do you think he lost when he gets chucked into that bomb in 64?
Oh
and that happens 9 times a run? Like,
that's true. He goes into those face first, too.
That man has, that dragon, I suppose, has good dental insurance.
Exactly.
Is all I can say.
Either that or somebody's making a fortune from him.
Game 2 here. All right, let's see how Coach going right back to PS2, as is the MVVA way.
pivot grab again from Schnigily. Every single time that Bowser hits those, it's like, did you forget what this character could do? It's not quite as janky as Smash 4, but still incredibly good, one of the best in the game. Dexter's starting to wait him out now. Just waiting on that air dodge and then immediately opened it up. Again, forward air, back air.
Bear to bear on those big bodies too. You know, that's a tricky one to set up. It is DI dependent on a lot of the cast, but those big bodies make it a little less DI dependent, a little more reliable.
That's the struggle.
Wait, the landing soft nair set up a tech or a jab block situation, but I don't think Dex is quite ready for it.
Again, gets the back air, but not the strong hitbox that time, so Schnigily lives to fight another day. Gets back to stage with the aggressive up B. Toss him off.
Wow.
Great recovery from Dex, just barely missing the flames.
Yeah, just, you know, you get caught by those flames, you're taking at least another 20% there on the ledge, you know, if you get up cleanly after, but just the right amount of movement there. Schnigily back on the ledge, though, got the back throw, looking for the ledge trap again. We're playing a whole lot of this game here on this ledge today.
I'm surprised Schnigily hasn't hit any of those 2 frames yet, but Dexter's still been hitting those confirms. If you do not tech in front of Wolf, that is an easy down smash and an early death. Yeah,
that forward throw may just kill. Nope, Dexter going to just survive with good DI. The aggressive option to up B back to the stage is going to be punished. You know, this is, again, Schnigily now down a full stock, but this is kind of similar to what we saw game 1. This is what it came down to, and then Schnigily started to claw it back piece by piece.
But now Dexter doesn't seem like he wants to allow that to happen again. It's just like, it feels like he's stopping his combos at the appropriate moments to give Schnigily the opportunity to counter punch. And then when he whiffs, Dex gets a punish again.
Right, yep. Just anything to bait out those slower Bowser moves. Oh, just waiting, kind of pretending to go for the no option there and then bursting out with the back air to take that last stock. Did not want to give Schnigily a chance to start to snowball like we saw game 1.
Bowser's up B can be a tricky one to intercept because if you mess up, you're oftentimes dead because you get interrupted by just clipped by a weak move. You're not ready for it. And with Wolf's recovery, you have to immediately toss out the up B. But it's not particularly disjointed. So if you guess right in what the Bowser's mash is trying to do, if he doesn't like burst towards you, you can intercept it with moves that are moderately disjointed like that back air.
Yeah. And we've been seeing Schnigily go for a couple times for recovery with that Bowser up B, where he's hovering just before the ledge with the shell before clicking. Like, I mean, just actually almost completely stationary in place. And I think in part that's to try to set up exactly that. Try to bait an ill-advised runoff, you know, aerial to guard it and then be able to punish for it.
Very true.
Oh, just back air to clear the ledge. I love it.
I love those aggressive options at a disadvantage by Bowser.
You feel them too. When you get hit by one of those, oh.
Like it just feels like the screen shakes and everything, yeah.
Yeah, Smashville working out real well here for Schnigily. 2 frame.
He hadn't been hitting that at all, but Smashville, it feels like the ledges are a little bit more narrow, so it's easier to like have your hit by. Oh no.
No, he didn't.
Okay, Schnigily, it's like, all right, now you got 1 stock left, Dexter.
Oh, that's mean. I mean, you take it. 100% you take it, but that is mean. Dexter now trying to get as much damage from a distance. You got to be efficient.
Don't do it to him, Schnigily. Oh my God. 2 Bowser sides in a row as Dexter reels back, shakes his head, and has to